Jay Lamy, Keela Commercial. The date is September 20th, 2019. And less than 3 years ago, in October of 2016, I was at the Safe Alliance Gala. Safe Alliance is the merger between the Austin Children's Shelter and Safe Place for Women. And I was moved by the spirit, or spirits, whichever you prefer, to get a yacht trip to the Bahamas. Later that year, in December of 16, we closed on a property at 210 East 6th Street. We were unsuccessful doing any of the leasing on the project, and we missed out on two big leases that were heading east of I-35, and we were feeling pretty down about ourselves. We were also representing a company called Main Street Hub. They were looking for $2 million to expand their sales force, and we were trying to restructure their leases that were both about $10 a foot below the current market rate, with the hope that we could get some free rent in exchange for paying a hefty interest rate and a higher rate for the remainder of the term of their lease. The two landlords called no joy, and we were stuck trying to figure out how to help them. In May 1st of 2017, we went on that trip to the Bahamas, and I was walking with Chris and Lori Perry, and Chris was telling some story that I really wasn't listening to, but I was daydreaming about my friends at Main Street Hub and how I could help them save or collect $2 million of non-dilutive capital, and all of a sudden, BAM! It hits me. I am consumed by the power of the Holy Spirit, as if He has taken over my body and said, Jay, it is not $2 million. It's $3.5 million. I send over this idea to my partner, Mike Murphy, and he prints it out and takes it over to John Wheelis' office and crumples up the piece of paper and throws it in the trash and laughs and says, this deal's never going to happen like this. We have still not left the Bahamas, but on May 6th, we have called our client, Main Street Hub, and they love the idea, and they say, Jay, it is going to be $3.5 million. How'd you get that number? And I said, I don't know. I took two and added $1.5 million, and I came up with 3.5. And they said, God bless you. Well, ultimately, 4 months later, in September of 2017, we had a signed lease, and Main Street Hub had $3.5 million in their pocket, and Aquila had subordinated their whole entire fee on behalf of Main Street Hub to securitize their lease. But we said, we love you. We are willing to do this. In December of that year, we just closed on our site development permit. And we started building our building in April of 2018. But prior to that, in February of 2018, the announcement came through that Main Street Hub was being purchased by GoDaddy, and that transaction closed in July of 2018. Well, in January of 2019, an opportunity came in front of our partner, and we decided that we were going to sell the building that GoDaddy was not yet occupying. And we did a reverse 1031 exchange into 4th and Brazos Hall. And in March and in May, we closed on two other transactions that were approximately $80 million. We still have not sold the GoDaddy building, and we still have not finished negotiating with GoDaddy, but we have found that GoDaddy wants some things of their own, as any company as prominent as GoDaddy would want. And to GoDaddy's liking, they secured an additional $1.3 million of gap rent savings and significant net present value savings by restructuring their lease and allowing us to sell the building for even more money.